What's up, guys? Well, 2 months here, so I thought I'd do a quick update video. I was really hoping that I would, because I've had people messaging me, ask me to do an update. I was hoping to have more to show, but unfortunately, it looks like I really haven't made much progress since the last video. So, just show you, not really any change as far as density. It's about the same, just ugly, still just shit hair. And this is probably going to be the same way now, probably until about month 5. So the procedure, I know that the results and everything, it's going to take, like, the procedure takes a long time. It's like 8 or 9 hours. The results take a bunch of time to come in. So the whole thing, you have to be very patient. And that's all this is, just sitting around waiting for results to start. But I don't think we're going to really see very much until probably about month 5. So here we are, month 2. It's still pretty empty. I'm still every 2 weeks having to shave this down, all the donor area, and then the recipient area. I still have to scissor cut until I think for another month. So that's why nothing's like even. But it will, the results are going to come. It just takes time. To be honest with you, I've pretty much forgotten about it now. It was a big build up to like the surgery and getting the operation done, but now that it's just kind of stagnated, it's just I've kind of, especially with everything that's been going on. It's November 6th here, 2024. So obviously we just went through this massive election thing. So my mind's been elsewhere. I've kind of forgotten about the hair thing altogether. So yeah, not really much changed. I was hoping to be able to show better results, but I know I'm just going to be in the shedding phase for another month or two. So not really much going on as far as the hair department. But I guess the only thing that has changed is today, as of 2 months, according to the clinic, I'm allowed to begin putting minoxidil on my entire scalp instead of just applying minoxidil onto the donor area. However, I will say it's very tender. Like, I can touch it and it's fine. Like, I've got a feeling in my head, or like on my scalp, I can feel everything. But it's still tender. It's like red, and like if you push down on it, it's not pain. It's just uncomfortable, So I'm not going to be probably putting minoxidil on there until it feels like it's back to 100%. I'll probably just keep on. I'm only doing minoxidil topical once a day, so I'll probably just keep on doing that on the horseshoe area and the crown, and just kind of leaving this alone. I think I'm just gonna leave it, let it do its own thing, let it take its time and work itself out. But yeah, I figure I'm probably 2 months, 3 months away from having any sort of actual like decent hair. Until then, it's just going to remain cut short and looking almost buzz. So far, I will say though, anyone that looks at even the new hairline design, because you can kind of see I've got like a like a red line still. It's fading. It's definitely fading, but I've still got that red line. Like, it's still going across here. So anyone that's seen it post-op still says that this looks better than what I had originally. That like deep V looking thing going on in the first video, which I posted. So as long as we stay on track, as long as it don't stay like this, where it's all like wiry and ugly and shit. As long as it doesn't stay like this, I think we're moving in the right direction. I've already getting like compliments on it. So no, unless you know me, unless you've seen me like in every day-to-day life, and you've seen the recession on my head, you really wouldn't know. Like, just because of how short I keep it. Like, if I've just met you or whatever, then like you really wouldn't know that I've had anything done. Like, that redness, and if I keep it short, then it just looks like I've got a tight buzz cut, but a really good hairline. So again, thrilled with it. They did an outstanding job at HMR. I've seen, like, recently I got chatting to someone that also had a hair transplant in Mexico, but they went to Cancun in Mexico and got like a really shitty, apparently it's like a Turkish clinic. They like bring people from Turkey over on like 90-day visas to Mexico and like knock out these hair transplants for like half price of what I paid. So there are options, guys. There are options, but based on the experience and based on what I saw in his outcome, it just didn't look good. I would rather pay more and get like a quality doctor. He didn't even know Like, I didn't even know if he had a doctor. He just thought he had like a couple technicians. Like, there was no doctor involvement in this guy's. But it's just funny. Like, if you're open about having a hair transplant, all of a sudden, like, other guys will be very open about their hair transplants, and it's a lot more people out there than you'd think that get this done. Like, for instance, just watching the election news right now, Elon Musk has had multiple hair transplants. Donald Trump has had multiple hair transplants. Like, Joe Rogan has a big FUT scar. Like, guys, this stuff is so common. Like, I think it's like, if it's done well, no one's ever going to notice it. But obviously, if it's done right, then it should be a very subtle kind of thing once you're out this stage, obviously. So, you know, it's not something to be embarrassed about. I think it's going to be very common, but obviously it does matter where you go for this, and that's kind of what I was the point that I was making with that guy I was talking to. So we kind of shared experiences based on, you know, what he had and what he got down in Cancun, as opposed to what I got at HMR in Tijuana. And man, like, there is no way. Like, he's talking about all the bleeding that he was having, and how bad it was, and the place didn't seem very clean, and you know, he didn't know any of their names or anything. So, you know, if you're going to do this, then absolutely you need to do your research. You need to just go into this with the confidence. Like, by the time I went down there, man, I was ready. I wasn't nervous. I think I even said that in one of my videos. Like, I knew how it was going to go. So, you know, there are millions of clinics you can go to. Again, if I had to go back, I would absolutely pick HMR. Hopefully I don't have to do this again, but you know, if I do, then I would absolutely pick HMR. I don't care how much money it's going to cost. It was that kind of an experience. So 100% big up to HMR Clinic. Still, you know, I'm so excited to see the results come in as they do. But yeah, it's just a waiting game, guys. So, you know, we're just gonna have to wait out. Waiting game's just gonna keep on keeping on until I have a nice big thick head of hair. But one day you will start one of these videos and I'll just, you know, be just hair everywhere. So, but not today, unfortunately. So again, this is where we're at. Sorry, this is a little bit longer than I intended, but whatever. So there we go. That's it. Not much going on. Not much going on, but maybe in the next video or the one after. So, all right, bye. Thanks, guys.